All right guys, welcome to the channel. You may have been wondering after we did the 5-inch lift on this Ram 2500 what we were going to swap onto it. Well, come this way and let me show you. We're going to be swapping this, but also these.
We're not building a 6-door truck. So we have this old 1969 Ford F100. It's in really good shape. It's really straight. My brother's had this for a while. And then we went ahead and picked up these other two bump side cabs with doors and everything, the whole setup, because our goal is to take all of them, put them together, and to make a 4-door bump side pickup truck. So plan is we're gonna take 2 of the doors, since we have a total of 4 doors, and then the set on this cab. I don't know, you want to wait to cut this cab up, right? Because it's nicer.
We'll wait to cut this cab. We'll probably honestly get it mounted to the truck, then cut it off, and then we can put the other one on and help use the truck to
stabilize it all.
Stabilize it. That's and get it all
idea.
mounted once we get that one mounted.
Yeah, so our main focus for today is we're going to be taking the doors, not off this one. We'll be taking these doors over here, and as you can see, the doors are shaped kind of funny. You have the back edge, which is right here, and then this front edge, which slopes really hard. Our goal is we're going to cut it off maybe down over here. We're going to find a way to cut it where we have both back edges, so it's a nice round shape. It looks like it's symmetrical pretty much on both sides. Gives it a nice shape for a rear door. We're going to just try to figure out exactly how we want to cut it up, how we want to create our rear doors out of the 4 doors that we have. We have this one, this one, this one, and then of course that one on the other side.
So as you can see, this one right here, this cab had a pretty clean, straight, minor little dingies in the door. So we have one good door on this one, and this cab had one good door, and that's it. It's obviously not perfect, but it's way better than this one over here.
So to start off, we're gonna go ahead and pull the doors off this white cab. The yellow doors are already off, they've been removed. We'll pull these doors off, and that way we can start mocking them up, measuring out, and see how we want to cut them and splice them together.
Security wire.
Oh, that's important, bro. We can't do the swap now.
Anyways. That's gonna need a little repair. Apparently somebody decided to shoot this poor old truck. Guys, every year hundreds of vehicles are shot. Please stop this violence. I don't think we'll need any of this stuff, but wow, that was extremely satisfying.
Never fell.
All right, we gotta carry it over to the operation table. By operation table, I mean semi-flat piece of concrete. So this is where things will get interesting. I'm thinking we want to cut something like this all the way down. We'll have to take the grips off right there, at least off these ones. And we'll do the same thing here, cut, and we'll have to cut it like that. Obviously fix the dent, and we'll take out most of those holes other than that one, a couple of the small ones. And then we'll cut it up here wherever those meet, and we'll tack them together and stuff like that. Hopefully forming a very symmetrical
door.
Symmetrical door.
To make the lines and stuff, we might be using some painter's tape. That way we can keep straight lines, keep them all even, and we'll be matching those lines with those lines, which is going to take a little while. It's going to be kind of tedious, but the more time we spend measuring, the less time we'll spend fixing. Hopefully. We've been known to do both. Got it all marked up with some painter's tape. Use painter tape because painter's tape doesn't really like to go anywhere other than straight. If you start getting a bend on it, you'll start seeing creases, so it makes it pretty straight. So our lines look pretty good. I think we're ready to cut them.
Hopefully. Moment of truth. Oh, not quite got through right there. Hold on. Oh, snipped off. Oh.
Oh, nice. That'll be dope.
I think it'll be worth it.
Yep.
So this is what we were worried about. You see here, this is where we snip this and it kind of starts curving actually, like right here. We only come up a few inches. It starts rounding right there. So it comes in like this. Got a bolt hole here, here, and here. Literally for right there. So you could naturally kind of sweep it like that.
Yeah, should be okay.
I think, right?
If not, worst case scenario, we could throw this hinge lower in the door. We could figure it out.
We could just drop it down a few inches, literally. Yeah.
Yeah. We went ahead and went in 1/2 inch with our line, giving ourselves a little bit of wiggle room.
Just a little bit. It's easier to trim than to extend.
Exactly. Alright, nice one.
Those are dead bees.
They're dead bees.
Oh, dead bees. See how she mocks up. I think we have a game plan, gents and ladies.
Oh, it zoomed in on your face. There we go.
I wonder how hard it's going to be to get glass in here because of this. You know how the fronts are triangles? I was wondering how the rear would look. Like kind of a slit right
triangle.
There. Yeah, but it'd be in the rear. The hard thing is it wouldn't be in the front because if we're doing suicide doors, you know, you'd have it there, but it would look cool there, but it'd still work.
Yeah.
That might not be a bad option either, though.
Okie dokie. So we were messing around trying to figure out if we wanted to keep this rail right here because we do want to put glass in the rear eventually.
We were hoping to do the front and the rear all solid one piece. I think it just looks a little nicer. I like them a little more. I don't necessarily hate the triangles, but what we found out is the reason they do the triangles, they don't sell an actual one piece for the front of these. And the reason why is because the hinges all come back to here. That's about where your triangle piece starts. Basically, to bypass that, your triangle piece avoids the hinge, at least on the top, that top hinge. But what we decided is we might keep the triangle piece in the front for now, and we might put a little rectangle piece here where it still like eliminates that. Same type of thing, we avoid the hinge.
So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna cut off this rail since we're not using it for now. We'll figure out the rails and the window stuff probably another day. But we'll cut that off out of the way, start getting ready to line this up, maybe even start tack welding it up.
We'll tack her up, baby. Okay, we're getting it marked up. Just want to cut off. It's just going to be a cut a little off at a time because don't want to mess this up.
We went ahead and we threw some tacks in right here, got the bottom section pretty much lined up. So we went to Walmart, grabbed a bunch of clamps, went by the house real quick, grabbed some metal pieces, and we're going to be trying to clamp this up level so it's all nice and flat. And then we're going to figure out how much we're going to need to add into the middle. And we can cut some more off that door over there, just cut off a little section, space it off in the middle, and then that'll be all braced up nice.
tack it up and we'll move on to the other side. Hopefully it won't take that long.
Hopefully.
Famous last words.
All right, so Braden's got this all tacked up. It's all good. We didn't want to get it too hot. We don't want it to warp or change anything. But now we're going to go ahead and hold it up to the cab to see how it's roughly going to look with the 4 doors. That's kind of how it's going to be. Double suicide door, handles close together. Body lines aren't going to be bad right there.
Well, it'll need it. This side will still need to go up just a smidge, but
yeah, it's a little bit off like this way. It needs to go up a little higher. You just can't really position it all, which is not our goal for today anyways. We just wanted a rough concept idea, but like you can see how it's going to be. Now we just got to go ahead and build the other door, which should be easier. We can pull measurements off this one. We're just making the other one match.
Exactly.
And if it's not perfect, you can't see both sides at once. So
this is so heavy.
Same process. Hopefully it takes less time because less decisions. We kind of know what we're doing. And if not, we're going to rewatch this whole video because we recorded the whole thing. Got it all cut up, got the pillar ready, and so we'll see if we can do it twice.
Get a freaking speed square.
And it helps the door was straighter, but yeah.
And a speed square.
Okay, so we were trying to line this thing up. What we've noticed though is that we're hitting up here at the top when we need to adjust this thing. So what we've decided to do is we're just going to cut off about 3/4 of an inch. Actually, probably off this piece, but we'll cut off 3/4 of an inch, allowing us some more adjustment room that we can tilt it in, tilt it out, which means we will have to do the same thing we did on that one over there. We'll have to patch the top, but that's better than us throwing off this line right here. So it's going pretty good. We're just going to go ahead and trim that up, and then we should be good to line up the bottom and start tack welding it up. Okay, so we've got it kind of tacked up roughly where it needs to go. We got ourselves a little bit of a gap right here. We must have cut a little bit off, but that's okay. We're gonna use some of this other steel, the smaller pieces, and fill that in, get it all bent up nice. Should look pretty good. Slowly but surely. All right, Braden's over here tacking this thing up. Finally got it lined up roughly where it's gonna go, so after about an hour, we're about done with this door too, so that's pretty sweet. All right, guys, so we got these 2 doors done. They're both matching, the openings and everything lined up good. Turned out pretty good. They were a lot of work, about as much as we expected though. This one had some gap issues, but we went ahead and filled it up with some other metal, got it all tack welded. They're both gonna need some body work, gonna need some time, some love, and some care, but we're gonna get it there.
Whole lot of grinding and welding.
Yeah, a lot of grinding, welding, and some Bondo too. That's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. In the next episode on this thing, we're going to be tearing apart this ram, getting it ready for this cab to be mounted, then cutting up all 3 cabs, getting it ready for the 4-door conversion. So make sure you share to those who you think will be interested as well. Any last words?
Subscribe.
See you guys in the next episode.